Well, from where I sit, Usain is probably the best talent out of Jamaica in history. Last year we had a discussion on Usain.
Yes.
And I took the view that he's a pretty tall guy.
6'8"?
No, not so much, about 6'5" or so, 6'6", somewhere around there. For a youngster. And that, well, you know, you have an overuse syndrome called Osgood Slatters.
Yeah.
And I was afraid for that. But I was also afraid for injuries like that to a young person running so fast. And I mentioned to Ed that if you're my athlete, I let him run 800 meters.
Well, I'm glad you brought up that, because that is one of the suggestions. I can't suggest anything to Usain Bolt. Number one, I'm not his doctor. And number two, I know absolutely nothing about training anybody to run. Okay. I know a lot about sports medicine and the treatment of injuries. Now, then he started off by mentioning his height. I figured he was about 6'8", but 6'6", I would accept that. But what I've noticed, and this is just looking at Usain Bolt as a fan, because that is what I am when it comes to Usain Bolt. He has a curvature of the spine, what we call a scoliosis. That is an imbalance of growth that causes the spine to curve. Now, I noticed that from him as a schoolboy. Now, scoliosis is something that occurs to children that are growing. It's an imbalance of growth. And if Usain Bolt has an imbalance of growth, then you have to be very careful with him as he goes through his career, knowing that when he stops growing, the scoliosis will stop getting worse, and he'll be at the point where he was when he stopped growing. But you have to know that he has a muscle imbalance to start off with, number one. Number two, he's extremely tall. And I was thinking of exactly what Brett thing there. That type of speed, that type of talent, the 800 is where I would start at, or the 400-meter hurdles. He reminds